Hey, it's Rob Hefner again for Talk of the Town. This is the town of Pinetop-Lakeside's official communication to residents about things that happen in town. And once again with us, we've got Jeremiah Loyd, who is the director of the Community Development Department.
Yeah.
You got it. So we've been talking about several different issues, and we're going to talk today about a land use map. This is one that people are probably wanting to know about right now. We're going to just talk literally just the definition. What is a land use map?
So yeah, we touched briefly on this in the last segment, but a land use element is one of the two required statutory requirements for a general plan. And what is it? It contains the basically the density definitions and where we see those land uses being most applicable. So I'm just going to run through the statutory definition really quick and kind of pick up on some key terms. So the land use element from state statute ARS 9-461.05 says that a land use element, we must have this, that designates the proposed general distribution and location and extent of such uses of the land for housing, business, industry, agricultural, recreation, education, public buildings and grounds, open space, and other categories of public and private uses of land as may be appropriate to the municipality. So what does that say? It says we have different types of land uses, and we're going to designate them where they're going to be within the town. Okay, and it continues though. It says that it includes a statement of the standards of population density and building intensity recommended for the various land use categories covered by the plan. So this is a statutory requirement that includes densities for each and every type of land use that we have identified.
Okay.
I'm just going to continue here. And then it says it identifies specific programs and policies that the municipality may use to promote infill or compact form development activity in locations where those development patterns should be encouraged. It includes consideration of air quality and access to the incident solar energy for all general categories of land use. And it includes policies that address maintaining a broad variety of land uses, including the range of uses existing in the municipality when the plan is adopted, readopted, or amended.
Okay.
That's it.
So it's basically the roadmap of where you think things should go.
Right.
Okay. And how...
That's important, though. That's a key distinction because it's not just what we have. It shouldn't be an inventory. It should be where we want to go.
Right. Where we want to go. It's a growth plan. How is this made up? Is it the state says you have to have so many different segments that are this, segments are that? It's just...
No, so it's open for interpretation, but the requirement is that we have it, and that each different type of land use has a specific density attached to it. Even open space has a density. It just happens to be 0, right?
Okay.
Or as we touched on prior, there's a minimum of 1 dwelling unit per acre, but that's if you can't have somebody sign on. You don't get that underlying property owner's signature. You have to at least give them that. Otherwise, it's a taking.
Okay. When this map is set up, do you like draft it, give it to somebody, and then they just approve it?
So this I can't speak to how it was done in the past, but what we looked at when we were looking at this specific element was I would just bring different topics of discussion to planning and zoning, and we would have a open conversation, open to the public, with feedback from the public, comments and everything, and we would love to get more public participation in that process. It was a back and forth. We went through different sections of town, and we just had the conversation. What would go best here in this area? What do we think the future land use should be for different sections of town? We broke it out into like 4 or 5 different sections, discussed each one of those individually, and then we took it piecemeal and then came back the next time, rediscussed what we had discussed the time before, put that onto the map and showed them, is this what you want? They said yes or no, or make these changes, or let's go back and look at it, or yeah, we can move forward. And so we went through the whole map in different sections like that piecemeal. Okay.
So just for everybody's understanding, this is what it is. We're not going to get into this one specifically right now. We're going to do that in another episode. But this is how it's defined, why it needs to be, and what it's part of. Also remember that all of these public meetings are available online. You can go to YouTube or the Facebook. YouTube's a way easier way to look at it because it's easier just to find videos. It's just the videos. You can find the planning and zoning videos there for the last year or so. And then moving forward, we're going to have every single one available, both live and then for you to look at later. So if you have any questions, that can always be directed back to Town Hall. And Jeremiah sits here and takes calls and meets with people every single day.
Right.
Awesome. So that's it for the land use map. And make sure you're following along so you can learn more about the things that happen with community development. And once again, Community Development Director Jeremiah Loyd. Thank you.